Leland?
No surprise, many would say, Iran is exploiting a loophole in the deal aimed at limiting its nuclear program's expansion, announcing a new generation of equipment to enrich uranium. But Iran claims the centrifuges are, quote, in the testing stage and not yet operational. Chief White House correspondent Ed Henry is live in Washington. Ed, what's the reaction on this?
Well, good to see you, Leland. The bottom line is we've just got a new reaction this hour, anger from Capitol Hill about these latest statements from Iran, raising new questions about whether the deal cut by Secretary of State John Kerry with Iran, at least the early stages of that deal, will really stick. As you noted, Iran's nuclear chief boasting that they're building a whole new generation of centrifuges. The deal does allow them, at least a tentative deal, to develop these. But for 6 months, they cannot be operational, as you suggested. Republican Senator Mark Kirk, though, getting this news and telling Fox just in the last few moments, quote, the American people are rightfully distrustful of Iran's true nuclear intentions, and today's news demonstrates once again why Congress needs to pass the Nuclear Weapon-Free Iran Act to protect us from Iranian deception. If we want diplomacy to succeed and we want a world without Iranian nuclear weapons, we need to make clear to Iran's leaders that bad faith in negotiations will be met with the toughest economic sanctions in history. Now, what Senator Kirk is referring to, he's the lead Republican co-sponsor of a bill that we're told now has 47 co-sponsors, both Democrats and Republicans, that would institute a whole new round of sanctions and have them ready to go if this potential nuclear deal with Iran falls apart. The president, as you know, has resisted this legislation, saying that if you put new sanctions on the table, Iran may walk from the deal. But Leland, if you look at what Iran is saying today, their nuclear chief, there's already questions about whether they're really serious about completing this deal, Leland.
You know, there's been a lot of questions about just how serious Iran is. The Israeli lobby has been really involved here, but it seems like the administration is getting pressure from both sides on this. Not only the Republicans saying he's being soft on Iran, but Democrats as well who aren't so sure about this.
You're absolutely right. When I say there's 47 co-sponsors, that's just 20 short of a bipartisan list of 67 that would be veto-proof. That would say that, look, if the president vetoes this, they can override it. And that's because you have very powerful Democrats behind these new sanctions against Iran, potentially. You've got Bob Menendez, a Democrat from New Jersey. He's the chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. You've got Chuck Schumer of New York, also a powerful leader in the Democratic Party. So these are the president's allies who have been warning him that they're very skeptical that Iran is serious about ending its nuclear weapons program. That's why President Obama at his year-end news conference a week ago basically got a tough question about all of this and said this.
I'm keeping all options on the table, but if I can do it diplomatically, that's how we should do it. And I would think that would be the preference of everybody up on Capitol Hill, because that sure is the preference of the American people.
It's unclear that that's the preference of the American people to just go the diplomatic route. We actually asked a question along these lines in the latest Fox News poll. Take a look at these numbers. Asked whether or not the president has been tough enough with Iran. 68% saying not tough enough, 12% saying he's been about right, 5% saying the president's been too tough on Iran. It gives you an idea of where the American people are thinking right now, but also is in line with this growing bipartisan group of senators that's telling the president they're skeptical that Iran is serious about ending its nuclear weapons program, and there needs to be tough new sanctions now, Leland.
And the stakes are just so high. Ed Henry live in Washington. Thanks, Ed.
Good to see you.